way.
What do you make when you watch the film? What happened against Utah?
Well, it's the second game that we've had late second quarter issues, execution-wise. You know, I believe at the 5-minute mark we're winning 10-7. We give up a third down, and then we give up a late score in a end of the half situation. So we got to clean that up. And this has been good and healthy for us because Dante has done a really good job of buying us time to get better fundamentally in technique. When you're really close to making plays and not finishing plays, that goes back to your body position, pad level, angles, everything that we can work on. So the bye week and just the last couple of days have been really good for us. And the kids know it's the difference between making a play and not making a play. Could be body position, could be just trust in your technique, fundamentals. But that was the story. Reminded me a little bit of Stanford to the tail end of the second quarter. So we're going to rep that. You know, we usually do a 2-minute drill for the end of the game on Thursdays, but we're going to. We've already talked to Coach Williams about it. We're going to start working those situations so our kids have a little bit more comfort level doing it.
Tackling was something you've talked about for a while now. Just how concerning is it? You know,
well, we're going to be a tackling team by numbers, and I think that was the thing that got exposed on the field on Saturday, where it's one guy going up, one guy not trusting his angle, one guy hesitating, the next guy that's behind him hesitating. So it's got to be a collection of guys running to the football, but the guy that's up front has to stop the guys, change the speed of momentum. It can't be just whiff and let a guy just run uncontested through something else. He's got to slow him down, and then the rest of the guys got to reel in the slack.
Do you evaluate some of the younger guys this
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We're utilizing this time to, once again, I said this earlier, like a guy like Raesjon, a guy like Jalen, those type of guys, you figure at this point going into this will be their 11th week of being in the system playing with us, and do they need more opportunities? And this is the time to do it. We've already explained to them, hey, take this week. They're going to go out there. We're going to have a young guy scrimmage tomorrow, full padded. They'll be able to evaluate those guys, and if they're deserving to play and they're better than the other guys, they're going to play. So that's something that we talked about right after the game, you know, giving those guys a little bit more opportunities.
What do you specifically look for in the young guy scrimmage?
Well, we look for somebody that's going to play really fearless, confident, extreme effort and physicality. And those guys should, because, you know, some of the younger guys are the younger guys that we're going to redshirt, and guys that, you know, don't have a significant role. But some of the guys, like a guy like Ish, he's a guy that's going to be out there working a little bit. He's a guy that I'm excited to see where he's at this point. Some of the other guys, you know, we talked about the younger DBs going out there and just letting them go. Nobody's telling them what to do, going out there and playing to see if they're ready to go out there and contribute. I think that's probably the biggest thing. You know, are you going to see a guy go from, you know, 10 plays to 70 plays? I don't think so. But you see a guy to go 10 plays to go 35 plays, absolutely. If that's what's necessary to get some of the changes done that we need to get changed.
Is tomorrow an important test for Ish to see?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited. He looks good. Been doing some really good things, but it'll be stamina. That's the only thing I'm concerned about with him, because when you can go through practice and take a break, but in a game, if you got to go 6 or 7 plays, there's no break. So we'll be really glued into that tape. We're going to make some harder evals tomorrow, watching some of those younger guys, and then going to next week on Monday. It's like, hey, this guy's good enough to help us win ball games, and we're going to ride with him because we need more depth right now.
What do you need to see still out of Raesjon Davis for his role?
Well, the biggest thing is just consistency, and I've been like Coach Snyder's been really good with him, getting him on the football field. But to me, it's the consistency that goes into assignment. But he's getting better. He's a guy, and just him. I look at Jalen. I look at those two guys and say, like, hey, let's get them on the field and see where they're at. And we thought that way coming into week 5 or 6. We knew it wasn't going to be early because, you know, young guys in the heat of the battle are going to make mistakes. But they've been seasoned enough. And if they do a good job, then you're going to see them, you know, the following Saturday.
If you can get Ish for Notre Dame, what does he bring to the defense? What can you do?
Stoutness, size, girth, you know, just a big old guy, man. And that's what we need. We need some stoutness in there. Guys can hold the point, and you know, he does have really good vision. He can make plays. So this has been the last couple of days. They've kind of been filtering him in and out of individual and some of the team segments, but he looks good. So like I said, we'll find out tomorrow. I'll have a little bit more for you guys next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.